NBC Sports, home of the Olympic Games, the NHL, Notre Dame football, the NASCAR playoffs, and Primetime's #1 show, Sunday Night Football, only on NBC.
Feel it! It's on through! Sunday night, everybody watching! Let's go! Keep swinging for 60 minutes!
I'm in a sweet spot. I'm feeling good. The sun is shining.
Welcome to New England, kid!
I knew it would. The world's a playground. I'm in the clouds. Let me show you what it's all about. Check it out.
The Eagles are one win away from the Super Bowl.
All America watching. There's a little more riding on those primetime games.
I'm on the big stage. I got my crew. I'll get you moving. It's what I do. The party's starting. It's going down. Let me show you what it's all about.
Let's get it! Enjoy yourself, play together. Let's get this win. Win on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Let me show you what it's all about. Check it out.
All right, SNF is in the ATL. Eagles and the Falcons. 2 of the last 3 NFC champs set to go tonight. Matt Ryan arriving in the appropriate car for the stadium, looking to bounce back from a blowout loss in Minnesota. No such problems for Carson Wentz. He's back to his old self. So that Philly comeback week 1 over Washington. They'll try to do it on the road. Fans are in Atlanta. Al, Chris, and Michelle are there. Liam McHugh's there as well as we get you set with the show of record on Sundays. Football Night in America. Hi, everybody. Mike Tirico, Rodney Harrison, Tony Dungy, Chris Sims, Mike Florio over there as we get you set. It's been a busy early slate in the NFL. What's the best thing you saw thus far this afternoon?
The Green Bay Packers, 2-0, first place in their division. And it's not even about Aaron Rodgers. He's not putting up big numbers, but that defense is real.
For me, Rodney, it was the Baltimore Ravens and their quarterback, Lamar Jackson. He hasn't gotten the hype of some of the other quarterbacks, but what he's doing in his second year in the pocket has been amazing.
All right, we got a ton of highlights over here. We're going to share them all with you between now and kickoff of Sunday Night Football, which will bring us to Al Michaels, and we'll bring in Al right now from Atlanta as we get set for the Eagles and the Falcons. Feels like the Falcons window might be closing. The Eagles are trying to capitalize. Al, when you spoke to the folks from Philly yesterday after that second half comeback in week 1 against Washington, what sense did you get from Philadelphia?
Well, number one, watching Philadelphia last week, you saw it too. Carson Wentz looks like the Carson Wentz of 17 before he got hurt. He's ended both of the past 2 seasons on injured reserve. They have 3 good running backs. They have a premier tight end in Zach Ertz. All he did last year was catch 116 passes. But I'll tell you what, Mike, the biggest thing, I think, is they brought back DeSean Jackson. He had 6 really good years in Philadelphia. Chip Kelly was the coach. He had control over player personnel. He'd had enough of DeSean Jackson, shipped him off to Washington and Tampa Bay. We talked to Jackson yesterday. He said he was very frustrated. He's thrilled to be back, and he told us he trains like an Olympic sprinter, not like a football player. And at age 32, he looked as fast as ever last week. So, Mike, we all know that the red zone is 20 yards. When Jackson's on the field, the red zone is like 70 yards.
That's right, Al. Second all-time NFL history touchdowns 50 yards or more. Get ready for those deep calls. We'll see you with Chris and Michelle coming up in a little bit. Speaking of Mr. Collinsworth, he's outside that beautiful stadium in Atlanta with Liam McHugh and the fans getting set for the Battle of the Birds. Liam, good evening.
Mike, thanks so much. Chris, I thought this was supposed to be a road game for the Eagles. We got serious Eagles representation over here.
We came out here to kind of pump up the Atlanta crowd a little bit. It's not going to be bad. It's not going to be like last week. They came in, they're ready to go. But then you look over there, and there's the Philadelphia Eagles fans, and this is getting out of control.
It is. They want to make it just like last week for Atlanta.
You know
they do.
What? And they have the defense to do it if some things don't change for the Atlanta Falcons. They have to get back to who they are, which is running the football. Play action. You think back to the Kyle Shanahan Super Bowl run. Bootlegs, get outside the pocket. Get a little Julio Jones going down the field. Let's get something pumped up, or these people are going to be cheering a lot in this game out here.
Well,
I'm just saying.
Listen, if Julio Jones is going to quiet these Eagles fans, who needs to help him out tonight?
Well, I think it's Calvin Ridley, because for all too long we've seen the Eagles, they're perfectly willing to play Julio Jones one-on-one. And if that's the case, Julio has to go crazy. If that's not the case and he's getting doubled out there, then Calvin Ridley, 10 touchdowns this season ago, 1 last week. He is now the man that has to step up.
All right, this crowd, both sides pumped up. Stadium is beautiful. The Falcons haven't exactly enjoyed a massive home field advantage. In fact, just 9-7 all time since they opened up the place. Freddie's here. He makes an entrance, and he's right in the Eagles fans' faces.
Friday, 20 teams from around the world compete for rugby's biggest prize, the Rugby World Cup. Friday on NBCSN and NBC Sports Gold.
Reach for more and spread your wings.
Spread my wings and let it ride.
Elevate your taste. Yingling Traditional Lager. Spread your wings.
The rule of 3 states, things that come in threes are inherently more appealing. We couldn't agree more. Three SUVs, 1 GMC. Step up to GMC and get 0% financing for 72 months on most 2019 Acadia and Terrain models. Plus get $250 purchase allowance when you finance through GM Financial. We are professional grade. GMC.
It's time to make room for new model year Kias, so come check out your favorites. Right now, you can get 0% APR for 75 months on many 2019 vehicles or $4,000 customer cash on select 2019 models. And with 12 IIHS top safety picks, you'll find the Kia that's perfect for you. All with a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty.
Ooh, I think we found it.
Or did it find you? Wow. Hurry in to Kia's summer clearance event today.
For the past 42 years, and with over 28 million sold, more people have put their hard-earned money on a Ford F-Series truck than any other pickup in America. Yeah, I'd say that's money well spent. It's Ford Truck Month, America. Time to join the stampede.
Now during Truck Month, get $10,000 in total savings on a new F-150. America's best-selling truck, 42 years straight.
WLWT is the only station in Cincinnati to be honored with the Special Achievement Emmy Award for overall news excellence. It's all part of our relentless service to you. It's all part of leading the way. WLWT News 5 at 5, 6, 10, and 11.
As the NFL celebrates its 100th season, we're challenging 1 million fans to volunteer 100 minutes of community service.
This is winning the Super Bowl for me. And you can relate to these kids and understand what they're going through.
Teams, players, and fans all come together to impact their communities, their cities, and their world.
I'm Charles Tillman. I'm Josh Jacobs. I gave my 100 minutes, so now it's your turn to give your 100.
Now it's your turn.
Use hashtag NFL Huddle for 100 on Twitter to tell us about what you're doing in your community.
Hey, Mommy, I just wanted to, let you know that I really appreciate you making me the man that I have become today. Just seeing you struggle and seeing you grind all the way through. I have that same grind and same hustle each and every day, and I just thank you just for always believing in me, always making sure that we had food on the table, making sure that you, gave us everything that we could ever ask for, and I just want to always make sure that I paid you back, and I hope this put a smile on your face.
Plenty of Eagles fans here, they know the story. Growing up in Detroit, Brandon Graham's mother, Tasha, took care of him, nurtured him, inspired him. Now Graham looking to do the same for his kids, warming up with some special cleats. His children, Bryson and Emerson, pictured there. So the Falcons, they're going to have to deal with Graham. They're going to definitely have to keep a close eye on Deshaun Jackson. Last week, Carson Wentz and him, they began to gel, Chris, and they connected on 2 passes of 45 or more yards, which is interesting because Wentz only had 2 such completions all last season. So that combination's working. But what really impressed you about Wentz in week 1?
Well, I think what got this side of the crowd over here a little pumped up last week was what happened on 3rd down with Carson Wentz. The first one, they don't pick up. After that, 12 in a row, and they were impressive. It wasn't just third and short. When he had to get out of the pocket and make plays, these were the kind of plays we saw in 2017 that Al Michaels was talking about. Again, pressure on Wentz. What do? You don't like your first look? Third down, let's go make a play with our legs on the outside. And he did that. Scrambled out, off balance kind of throw. But maybe the most impressive part to me was Carson on the quarterback sneaks. He didn't go in there like a quarterback who had been injured in the past. He went in there like a fullback, and he picked up 3 for 3 on those quarterback sneaks. And the Falcons last week struggled to stop that very play.
Incredible, 12 of 13 on those third down conversions. Audible in a lot of them. Could be a little different tonight.
Audible, they've had their way, really, with Atlanta the last few years, but a little different in this place.
All right, he's got small, speedy weapons like Deshaun Jackson we mentioned, but there's also Darren Sproles. For more on him, we say hello to Michelle Tafoya.
Well, hey, Liam, yeah, Darren Sproles is back in Philadelphia for his 15th NFL season after signing a one-year deal on the eve of training camp. Now, 36 years old, he's extending a career that started in Pop Warner, where he had so many touchdown runs like this one. Look at him go. He was forced to switch to quarterback mid-game if his team was scoring too much. Now, there was some question about Sproles playing this season, and the story was that he came back after losing a bet with his daughter, Devin. If she made the junior Olympic team in track and field, he had to play another year in the NFL. Well, Devin did make the team, but Sproles told me he already had a sense that he wanted to play this year as long as his body was up to it. And he started feeling good in June, and then a family meeting sealed the deal. And Sproles told me, of course, my family wants me at home, but my little girls enjoy me playing and they like coming to games. His wife told him, now when you are done, you cannot have regrets. So, Mike Tirico, is this Sproles' final season? He told me, I'm not going to say.
He looked pretty good in game one, Michelle. That, as you showed the old highlights, that speed's still there. Only one other running back that old in the NFL. Sproles is 36. Frank Gore's a little bit older, but Sproles, 12 touches week one. We'll see what he does tonight. You guys want to get to the highlights?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Philadelphia hosts Detroit next week. The Lions and the Chargers both went overtime last week. Matthew Stafford, Kerryon Johnson's talking about quick, hang on, and get going. The second-round pick out of Auburn last year.
Yeah, it was well set up, and great downfield blocking made it easy for Kerryon.
Lions missed the extra point. There were a lot of kicks missed. This drive, Chargers, 2 touchdowns called back because of penalty, and then Austin Eckler fumbled on the goal line.
Yeah, this was vintage Chargers. This is what we're used to seeing from them in the past. Blown opportunities.
Right? Yeah. Did I say missed kicks? Michael Badgley's injured. Ty Long was the special teams player of the week last week in the AFC. He won't be this week. He missed 2 field goals. Anthony Lynn said, we got to make our damn kicks. They didn't, and that gave opportunity for Stafford to Kenny Golladay.
Yeah, Matthew Stafford looks very comfortable in this offense. They have a lot of weapons. It helps when you have a 6'4" wide receiver.
Detroit gets a win. You spoke to Matt Patricia, the Lions coach, right after the game.
I did, and he said he wanted to get the Chargers game to the 4th quarter to give himself a chance to win the game because the Chargers had played an OT game last week, and they had to travel from the West Coast.
1-0-1 Lions. They go to Philadelphia. Not only Florio calling coaches after the game, Rodney working it too. This team works. Other games going on. We're keeping an eye on those 3. Getting ready for Sunday night. More highlights on the way, including a couple of wins in the division for NFC quarterbacks.
Prescott in the gun. Goal line. Touchdown. How about that? Aaron Rodgers. Touchdown. And the Packers are 2-0.
It's the anticipated return of Wednesday's most watched dramas.
I just want to get back to Natalie.
You could die.
Your prints are at his house.
I said I would handle it. 2 Chicago Wednesdays, starting September 25th on NBC.
Wake up. It's early. Yeah, we know. We're up too.
Good morning. Thanks for joining us. I'm Kelly Rippin.
I'm Colin Mayfield. Thanks so much for spending.
Get ready for school. Get ready for work. Get caught up.
Right now, but I'm tracking big changes on the way.
Grab a jacket.
We know you're on the go.
And WLWT News 5 today has everything you need to plan your day.
From breaking news to live traffic updates, plus Cincinnati's only certified most accurate forecast. This is the team to make your mornings better. WLWT News 5 today at 4:30, 5, and 6.
No matter what size adventure you're into, the award-winning family of Hyundai SUVs has something that'll make everyone happy. We get it. That's a lot to drool over. Hyundai, the longer you look, the more there is to like.
Get $3,750 in total savings on the Tucson or 0% APR for 72 months on the Tucson or Santa Fe. Visit buyhyundai.com today.
Fear is waiting for you. Get unlimited haunt when you buy a 2020 Gold Season Pass today.
My experience with USA Air has been excellent. They really appreciate the military family, and it really shows.
With all that USAA offers, why go with anybody else? We know their rates are good. We know that they're always going to take care of us.
It was an instant savings, and I should have changed a long time ago.
It was funny because when we would call another insurance company, they would say, oh, we can't be USAA.
We're the Weber family.
We're the Tennies.
We're the Hells, and we're USAA members for life.
Get your USAA auto insurance quote today.
Springdale's most accurate forecast.
As the NFL celebrates its 100th season, we're challenging 1 million fans to volunteer 100 minutes of community service.
This is winning the Super Bowl for me. And you can relate to these kids and understand what they're going through.
Teams, players, and fans all come together to impact their communities, their cities, and their world.
I'm Charles Tillman. I'm Josh Jacobs. I gave my 100 minutes, so now it's your turn to give your 100.
Now it's your turn.
Use hashtag NFL Huddle for 100 on Twitter to tell us about what you're doing in your community.
This is how you really do the Dirty Bird. So you start with your right arm, you bring it up and across, up and across. From here, you just flap your wings and flap your wings, and again.
Dirty Birds.
All right, Dirty Bird in Atlanta. That is old school, and we got some folks in Atlanta trying to.
Hey, that's my daughter right there.
Is that your whole family?
That looks like my daughter. What the heck's she doing there?
You didn't know this was coming. We got the family out there.
Sir, what you got?
See?
Hey, that's my son. Look at the whole family.
We got the whole family. You got to pay attention to the rundown. We snuck that by you, Rodney. A little live look at the Dirty Bird. The family Harrison helping us out.
Yeah.
That is live. Text them. Let them know they're on TV. Inside, meantime, it's Matt Ryan, the quarterback, and earlier he spoke with our Liam McHugh.
Matt, after last week's loss, Dan Quinn made it perfectly clear that he was angrier than he had been in a very long time. What was this week of prep like?
I thought we had a really good week of practice getting ready for this game. I think he wasn't alone being, frustrated with how we played last week, but that's part of how it goes in this league. You got to be able to bounce back from that, and I thought we had a great week of prep.
Got to be able to bounce back. What's the key to rebounding offensively for this team?
I think we need to take care of the football. First and foremost, if we take care of it and then, convert when we get our chances in the red area, we're going to be just fine.
Matt, thanks so much.
All right, you got it. Thanks, guys.
All right, Liam, thank you. With Chris Sims, the Dirty Bird is one thing. The only thing we've seen in Atlanta lately are people picking up Matt Ryan off the ground.
Yes.
That's the move they don't want to see. The O-line needs to protect him better.
Big issue. It reared its ugly head all preseason from the very get-go last week in Minnesota. It's my #1 concern tonight against the Philadelphia Eagles, who are very good up front on the defensive side of the ball.
He was looking to get rid of the ball quick last week.
And they lost their first-round starting guard, Chris Lindstrom, to injury, so they're even undermanned there as is.
Foot injury. They're going to miss him for a while. Back to the highlights. Go AFC South here now. A couple of matchups. Why don't we start with the Colts and the Titans in this one? And this happened before the game. All those fireworks and teams come out. Yeah, big fire, significant fire there. They delayed the start of the game. Thankfully, no one was hurt. This is a great story. David Quessenberry, who is a survivor of non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, playing Mike Vrabel, loves to get other guys in the end zone. Right. He does there. Titans have the lead. Let's take it to the fourth quarter. Chris, Colts are down 4, and Jordan Wilkins gets it going on the ground.
Well, the story of the Colts team is their offensive line. And the first 2 weeks, they've been capable of opening up some really big holes. And Jacoby Brissett and the Colts put themselves in a chance here to win this final game and win this game in the end here. And Brissett once again delivers, finds T.Y. Hilton. They take the lead 19-17.
And missed extra point. We'll talk about that in a second. Decision time here for Frank Reich. 4th and 1, 2:24 left. If they convert, they have an 85% chance of winning. If they punt, 67%. If they don't convert, their winning chances are below 50. The Pro Football Focus numbers factor in the decision. That gives you a historical context to go why he goes for it. He gets it. First down, ball game. Indianapolis wins by 2. More on their Hall of Fame kicker in a moment. First to Gardner Minshew. It is game 2, but start number 1 of his career. This is late in a field goal fest. Houston had the lead. Minshew's feet getting it back in the game.
Very athletic. Did a great job here on the last drive to at least give the Jacksonville Jaguars a chance to tie or win. But moving around in the pocket, great job keeping his eyes down the field. Here gets close to a 2nd and 1, but then steps up in the pocket, manipulates coverage, finds the touchdown, and then it's time for the big decision for the Jacksonville Jaguars.
DJ Chark the score. Daddy Minshew is happy, but here's the decision. Doug Marrone, does he go for 2 and the win or kick it and go to overtime? Pro Football Focus numbers tell you that it's about the same if you go for the win or not. They give it to Fournette. He is stopped. Notice the angle here. It is not down the front of the goal line.
Right.
Not down the front of the plane, either angle. There's not a clear look here. It's one of the big flaws in the replay. Houston wins this game by 1, 13-12 over Jacksonville.
Yeah, surprised they actually ran the football there nonetheless. They struggled running the ball all game. And then Minshew, excuse me, he kind of caught fire there as far as the 2-minute drill. But they went with the run, and it looked like he got in.
Yeah, it was too hard to tell, so they go for the 2 and lose the game. Now, I want to go back to the Indianapolis game. Adam Vinatieri missing kicks. He missed 2 today, both extra points. He missed 3 kicks in week 1. This is a future Hall of Famer as we bring in Pro Football Talk's Mike Florio. What did he talk about after the game?
Well, he didn't talk after the game, Mike. He said he'll be talking tomorrow, and that has sparked speculation that Adam Vinatieri will retire on Monday. And I'm told that that is a safe assumption, but the Colts aren't ready to give up. They're going to try to talk him into staying. They expect to have an answer by tomorrow afternoon. Meanwhile, as they wait for that answer, expect the Colts to hear from every agent of every player who's ever kicked a ball of any shape or size to try to get that job.
Yeah, age 46, 24 years in the league, the all-time leading scorer, but maybe the end of the road for one of the greats and certainly a future Hall of Famer, Adam Vinatieri. Chris is with us the rest of the show. So is Rodney, and Rodney's family making one more appearance.
I see you, Harrison.
They're better dancers than you.
Best looking part of the Harrison family on display on Football Night in America.
Sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows. Everything that's wonderful is what I feel.
Whoa, a lot of new flavors. I recommend full cell phone battery.
We are an incredible, inspiring, brilliant group of supercharged D-bag donkey butts.
There's a reason people like shopping at Meijer.
We've developed a proprietary technology that makes our stores smell like fresh-baked cookies. Cookies, baked fresh every day. That's why people like shopping at Meijer.
One of your legs longer than the other because it feels like I'm on a boat. This is how I walk. Okay, I need a phone. The more lines you get, the cheaper it is, so you're all signing up.
So we're all pawns in your scheme?
Yeah.
Look at this cute little guy.
I'm 37. Okay, I got 4 guys. Give me your best price.
Well, Spectrum Mobile, so it doesn't matter how many lines you get. Huh. Unlimited is always $45 per line.
You heard him. Scram.
Oh, can we still get frozen yogurt?
Sure.
Do you want to hear my toppings?
Nope.
With Spectrum Mobile, you don't need 4 people to get the best price. Other mobile carriers, bad. Spectrum Mobile, good.
There's a reason the milk's so fresh at Meijer.
We ship milk from our creamery every day, as cold as we possibly can. Because cold milk isn't just delicious, it stays fresh longer too. And we think that's pretty cool. That's why the milk is so fresh at Meijer.
WLWT News 5 at 5, 6, 10, and 11.
Football Night in America, gang all here and ready to go.
down the middle of the field. Got him, and he's going to score.
Separation makes the catch into the end zone. Touchdown.
Let's get a little bit louder. Let's get a little bit louder.
Today we make a statement.
Turn it up. Let's just see how we can do it. Touchdown.
This is Football Night in America, served by Applebee's.
Now, last week in Foxborough, we had one of the tallest Patriots fans ever, 7'6" Celtic center Taco Fall. Tonight, I'm joined by pound for pound, the toughest Falcons fan around, former heavyweight champion Evander Holyfield. Evander, so great to have you here. I know you're a big-time Falcons fan. We got fans here. They're coming out to the game. They come here. Young fans. You were a young fan going to games, but it was a little different. What was it like for you going to games?
Well, didn't have the money. Now, I had to get a job to go to see the Falcons. So I love the Falcons. My goal was to be a Falcon.
And you were a vendor, and you're in the stadium, and touchdowns are happening. You're celebrating while you're serving people Coca-Cola. So that's how it started. And now you're a big-time Falcons fan. Your son Elijah played at Georgia, now on the practice squad for the Carolina Panthers, division rivalry. When these two go head-to-head, the Falcons and the Panthers, are you split? Are you divided?
Well, I hope my son do well, but I'm a Falcon fan, but I'm hoping that he do well.
So root for your son personally for stats, root for the Falcons to win the game.
Well, yes. Pretty much, when you're a Falcon fan, you're a Falcon fan.
That's the way it is, and because of that, he told me he's picking the Falcons tonight, always picks the Falcons, not by knockout. It's going to be a little bit closer. Go to the judges. Split decision, Mike.
Well done. November 17th, that's the first Falcons-Panthers game. What position would Holyfield have been?
You see that head?
Yeah.
Linebacker.
Linebacker?
Yeah.
Middle linebacker.
Yeah, that neck too.
More highlights to go. It's taking to New Jersey. It's the Bills who won against the Jets in Jersey. They're right back in MetLife taking on the Giants, and Josh Allen is still playing well in that stadium.
Yeah, just a design quarterback run, and coach, he's their best running back.
He's playing very well for him, and great chemistry with Cole Beasley, Mike.
Yeah, he certainly did hook up with him here. 51 yards down to the 14-yard line. Sam Darnold's out with mono. Eli's getting booed. Josh Allen's been the best quarterback in that building the first couple of weeks.
Yes, he
has. Touch pass to Isaiah McKenzie.
Isaiah McKenzie, great play design by Brian Daboll. They got some of these jitterbug receivers in Beasley, John Brown, McKenzie that really give a nice creative element to that offense.
I mentioned Eli. You see the numbers there, just 74 yards late in that first half there. And the turnover at the end of the first half, and the Giants fans were on Eli. It's going to be a kind of a constant theme as you go through the rest of this season. Intercepted here by Jordan Poyer. To be fair, the receiving core, it's not what they should have.
Right.
A lot of injuries. They are struggling. It's going to be.
It's not just Eli.
No,
it's
not
not.
at all.
San Francisco system. What about Jimmy G? He's 9-2 as a starter. People keep asking for more. They've got some offensive weapons. Boy, good-looking game. Marquise Goodwin here.
Jimmy G is phenomenal, but Kyle Shanahan was the star of this game. I mean, Rodney could have completed that pass. Let's be serious. And then I think the next one we see after we see our man Marquise Goodwin doing his Olympic trial stuff.
2012 Olympian.
I mean, Coach Dungy could have thrown a touchdown pass on this one. So
the key was
there
the run
you go.
game today. He really got that established.
Raheem Mostert, 39 yards on that one. Debo Samuel. A lot of pieces in this offense they're starting to work in. Samuel, a second-round pick out of South Carolina. 30-plus points in the first two games for the first time since 1998. So Cincinnati falls to 0-2. We have all the attention on the Rams, understandably so, in the NFC West. We know Seattle's still there. San Francisco has looked good here in these first couple of games, Tony.
They're getting better. My man John Lynch is out there putting together the pieces to this puzzle. And Garoppolo, you're right, he's playing well.
He is. He's playing well. They got a run game, like Rodney said. They got a good offensive line. Their defense was much improved last year with a few additions. 49ers, watch out for them, 2-0.
Yeah, you look at their front seven. That front seven is tough, right? Defensively, and I think they're getting better in the secondary.
Because Cincinnati moved it well on Seattle week one. They did not today. Bringing Pro Football Talk's Mike Florio to talk your conversation with Kyle Shanahan. Very pleased with what his quarterback's doing.
Oh, absolutely. And look, it's been less than a year still since he suffered that serious knee injury in 2018, and Kyle Shanahan said he still is going to need time to get to his full capability. But one thing that stands out about Jimmy Garoppolo, his ability to move the chains with his legs. When things break down, when the offense isn't working, he can take off and run, and he's avoiding contact, unlike last year. He's getting on the ground. He's not taking the hit. That's what got him in trouble last year. He's not doing it this year.
72 points first couple of weeks for San Francisco, who had the 49ers and the Bills at 2-0.
Not me.
Strange start to the season. Congratulations on the Bills, MetLife Stadium champions for 2019. Nobody will have a better winning percentage. I'm from New York. I'm sorry, guys. Matt Ryan is getting set for the Falcons and the Eagles. We'll see if the Falcons quarterback, who is a half away from being a Super Bowl champion, can get the Falcons back going in the right direction on Sunday Night Football.
Now it's time for Sunday Night Mayhem, presented by Allstate. Good hands.
Oh, my heaven. He caught it. What a catch.
Good home.
The Atlanta Falcons.
But when these birds come to town, mayhem is everywhere. Football Night in America is brought to you by Corona Extra. Find your beach. By Untuck It, shirts designed to be worn untucked. Untuckit.com. By Ram Trucks, built to serve. And by Applebee's To Go.
Dr. James, see ya.
Keep away from a run around Sue, yeah. My miss lips and a smile on her face. The touch of our hand and this girl's warm embrace.
Here's your order.
So if you don't want to cry like I do, I'll keep away from a run around Sue. Whoa.
Applebee's To Go. Now that's eating good in the neighborhood.
I'm your cat. And ever since you brought me home that day, well, I've been plotting to destroy you. Sizing you up. Calculating your every move. You think this is love? This is a billion years of tiger DNA just ready to pounce. And if you got the wrong home insurance coverage, you could be coughing up the cash for this. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem, like meow.
Wireless network claims are so confusing. America's most reliable network, the nation's largest and most reliable network. The best network is even better. Best, fastest, best, enough. Sprint's doing things differently. They're offering a new 100% total satisfaction guarantee. I mean, I think Sprint's network and savings are great, but don't just take my word for it. Try it out and decide for yourself. Switch to Sprint and get both an unlimited plan and one of the newest phones included for just $35 a month.
Introducing Color Snap Color ID from Sherwin-Williams. Color palettes curated just for you.
Wandering through secret hills and telling stories round the grill. From lazing out on peaceful docks to raging to a band that rocks. You never know just where in life Corona cans might take you now.
Power is the biggest touchscreen a truck's ever seen. One that can see and hear your every command. But when you surround it with 19 speakers, back seats that do front seat things, and end up Motor Trend's 2019 Truck of the Year, that's the power to innovate. The all-new Ram 1500, part of America's most powerful lineup of pickups.
With 0% financing plus bonus cash, get an estimated $10,348 in total values on select 2019 Ram 1500 models.
Can I be your superhero?
He leaves defenders in his wake. Where have you been, number 10? That's Jones, and it's gone. Touchdown, Atlanta. And Quintorris Lopez-Jones shows you why he's that guy. Deshaun Jackson, what a catch! Give the people what they want.
Two of the good ones. The guy on the right said it was like Christmas being back in the Eagles green last week. The guy on the left is 102 yards from passing Roddy White as the Falcons' all-time leading receiver. Julio and Deshaun ready to go. Doug Peterson, the coach of the Eagles, with Liam McHugh a short time ago.
Doug, outside of elite speed and big playability, what does Deshaun Jackson bring to your team?
Wow. He just brings another element that I think we've missed the last couple of seasons, and obviously the speed is real, the quickness is real. His leadership ability really in that room too has what I've seen now over his 11-year career has really matured and grown as a receiver, and we're excited to have him.
What's the top priority when you're trying to slow down a Matt Ryan offense?
Well, it starts with a pass rush, number one. We got to be able to control the line of scrimmage. We got to be able to disrupt and just can't let him sit in the pocket. I mean, that's with any quarterback. But the good ones, that's what you got to do. You got to get them off their spot somehow, some way, and then you got to challenge and contest the receivers. I mean, that's we know they got some really good explosive guys on offense, and it's going to take 11 guys in a full 60-minute game.
Doug, thanks so much.
Appreciate it.
All right. Thank you, Liam and Doug Peterson, 2 of the last 3 NFC champs meeting. Welcome to those of you who watched the reigning NFC champs. The Saints win 27-9, and those of you who saw the Bears win at the buzzer to beat Denver. Wild highlights if you didn't catch it. We'll have it for you in a bit here on Football Night. But now, Chris Sims, we want to talk to Deshaun Jackson, which was the topic of conversation there. What has his presence done to take the Eagles back to the offense they had a couple of years ago?
Yeah, they did not have a guy like Deshaun Jackson last year. He's a home run hitter. He can take the pressure off the offense, back the defense off, and then they can get back into all their intermediate short passes to Aguilar and Ertz over the middle of the field.
But I tell you, Chris, what Doug Peterson likes to do, he likes to move them around. Mike, get over here. You're going to play Deshaun Jackson.
Come on, Deshaun.
I am the fastest in this group.
They put him in the slot. But last week, they put him in the slot, and no one jammed him. Look at the board. Look at the board. He just gets a free release. He puts so much pressure on the safety.
Can't do that.
Now, if he's in the slot here.
If he's in the slot, you just want to get in his way. You want to slow him down just a little bit, even if you hit him, whether you hit him or you just get in his way. But now you slow him down to the safety.
Okay.
But what I think Doug Peterson is going to do tonight, because of Atlanta's defense, they're going to put him out wide. Because Atlanta likes to play 3 deep. They like to have a safety in the middle of the field. And Chris, when he's out wide and the safety's in the middle, what is that telling you as a quarterback?
I mean, I'm a kid in a candy store. When I see you one-on-one outside with the safety in the middle, I'm going to throw outs and comebacks all day long. And then when Rodney starts to get a little aggressive and wants to stop it.
But even before that, Chris, I'm a cornerback. I'm playing 10, 12, 14 yards because I'm scared to death of his speed.
Right, so I'm going to hit those outs and comebacks. But then once he starts to come up a little bit, see ya. Let's go over the top. And that's where Wentz and Deshaun could be real dangerous this year.
New energy to this Philadelphia offense. I have a bruised pec. I'm highlight to highlight. But we've got one for you because AB is back. Antonio Brown's debut with the Patriots in his dad's old arena number 17. So what does New England do? They hide him? No. First 3 Brady targets. Where are you, AB?
You knew this was coming early in the game. Get the ball to him and get the pressure off him. Get him some throws early in the game.
The first 3 Brady completions were to AB, and then in the second quarter, it's TB12 for an AB6.
Yeah, and this was 6 points, but we'll see a little bit of a push-off. Not a little push-off, a big push-off. This was not called offensive pass interference.
And stay tuned for the rest of the show for more on that. Big story in the league. What in the world is going on with the pass interference and the challenge? But AB at 4 for 56. He was both pleased and thrilled, all in one expression. He is pleased and thrilled with the defense. 2 defensive scores in the second half.
Come on, Mike. You guys talking about offense, but it really comes down to defense. I think they're better than what they were last year. 2 pick sixes today.
Wow. Miami outscored 102-10 in their first 2 games. As for AB, he was happy down there in Miami. The story and the numbers, about a third of the snaps, 8 targets from Brady, 4 catches, all first half, 56 yards, and the 1 touchdown. More on AB in a moment. Meantime, Arizona and Baltimore, it's the millennial quarterbacks, those Heisman Trophy winning guys, Kyler Murray and Lamar Jackson head-to-head, and Lamar Jackson, Rodney, doing a lot with his versatility.
He is, Mike, and this is just the fake screen. It draws the defense up, and he finds his tight ends. And, Chris, we know one thing. He loves his tight ends.
Loves it. And great play design there by Greg Roman, the offensive coordinator.
And those feet, they are working, and they're working well.
Yeah, and this is the thing. He brings the extra element. You've got to defend him in the running game as well as the backs.
He had 120 rushing, and that run ability sits above his tight ends. Hayden Hurst,
tight end.
Their touchdown. There's 7 touchdown passes in 2 games. Kyler Murray's getting this fourth quarter comeback thing going. Did it against Detroit. Does it here. Larry Fitz downfield.
Might want to cover him, you think? I mean,
but I love the way Kyler hung in. Same thing as last week. Wasn't great at the beginning of the game. Got better in the second half.
Coach, he's giving them an opportunity to win in the fourth quarter, and that's what you want from a young quarterback.
David Johnson get in. Kingsbury goes for 2. Gets it. 3-point game. Downfield and deep late to try to ice the game with Hollywood. Marquise Brown, 41-yard completion. And Baltimore wins 23-17. Time now to simplify the game, powered by Microsoft Surface. And let's go back to what they did late to show some growing confidence in the quarterback.
Yeah, I really love this. Lamar Jackson, we talked about at the beginning of the show how well he's playing, the maturity. We're going to take a look at a couple of things that'll show us what we're talking about with Jackson. First of all, I love what he's doing, Chris, in the pocket. He's sitting in there, but if you cover everything downfield, he can make things happen on his own.
Yes, he's looking to pass first. That's the aspect of the game I like. And then, yes, when he gets out on the edge, he can turn the corner and run with the best of them.
But then at the end of the game, when it's critical, here's what they did. Shift out to an empty formation. He recognizes the linebacker's covering my back. I know it's man-to-man. Where's my matchup? It's Hollywood. Okay, I know where I'm going. And then this throw, Chris.
It's indefensible. I don't care if it's Rodney Harrison, Deion Sanders, whoever it is. When you put the ball on the outside shoulder of the receiver like that, that's pinpoint accuracy. Perfect defense can't stop.
And that was the question on Lamar Jackson coming out of college. Could he be accurate enough? He's been accurate 70+% this year.
He's a quarterback.
Yes, he is. And he's showing that. Now, we see Marquise Brown in action. Antonio Brown earlier. I want to bring in Mike Florio from Pro Football Talk. And the Antonio Brown situation, the sexual assault charge, and the conversation of league investigation. Where does that stand?
League investigation gets moving tomorrow. The accuser who sued Antonio Brown last week for sexual assault will be interviewed by the NFL tomorrow. That lawsuit mentions another football player but doesn't name him. I'm told that other football player who may be a witness to some of these incidents is Antonio Brown's cousin, Marquise Hollywood Brown, that we saw in the highlights. So we'll see how it unfolds, but the league would like to move fairly quickly and talk to anyone who has knowledge. No accusations against Marquise Brown, but he may be a witness.
Important distinction. A lot of conversation if Antonio Brown would play this week. He did. Stay tuned as the league investigation goes on. The two head coaches who back-to-back took their teams to the NFC Championship, Doug Peterson, Dan Quinn, they're there in Atlanta with the conversation before their teams meet. Falcons and Eagles on Sunday Night Football.
Simplify the game. Powered by Microsoft Surface, the official sideline technology provider of the NFL.
This is a Surface Laptop 2. And this is a real person named Mackenzie Book.
Hi, I'm MacBook.
So Mac, which laptop lasts longer?
Surface laptop lasts longer.
Interesting. And which one's faster?
This one's faster.
Really? Amazing. Which one has a better touchscreen?
Surface has better touchscreen because it actually has a touchscreen.
Oh, right. Macs don't have touchscreens.
You should get a Surface. Trust me, I'm MacBook.
Well, there you have it. MacBook says get a Surface.
Now, All Day Matte goes crayon easy. New Superstay Ink Crayon from Maybelline, New York. Precision tip, up to 8-hour wear. Draw on All Day Matte Intensity. New Superstay Ink Crayon, only from Maybelline, New York.
The world is built for you. So why isn't it all about you when it comes to your money?
So, what's on your mind?
We are a 97-year-old firm built for right now. Edward Jones. It's time for investing to feel individual.
There's a company that's talked to even more real people than me. J.D. Power, 448,134 to be exact. They answered 410 questions in 8 categories about vehicle quality. And when they were done, Chevy earned more J.D. Power quality awards across cars, trucks, and SUVs than any other brand over the last 4 years. So on behalf of Chevrolet, I want to say thank you, real people. You're welcome. We're going to need a bigger room.
T-Mobile's newest Signal reaches farther than ever before. Oh, yeah. With more engineers, more towers, more coverage. It's a network that gives you freedom. From big cities to small towns, we're with you. Because life can take you almost anywhere. T-Mobile is with you. No signal goes farther or is more reliable in keeping you connected.
Geico makes it easy to get help when I need it. With licensed agents available 24/7, it's not just easy. It's having Jerome Bettis on your flag football team easy. Go get him, Bus!
Ooh. Come on, Bus. Come on. Hey, wait. I'm glad I got the flag. I got your flag. I'm glad I got your flag.
It's Geico Easy. Yeah. With licensed agents available 24/7.
49-0.
You choose tonight's winner yet?
Man, Rod's really into our Lowe's partnership.
Yeah. You hear about the other day? I'm watering my fern, and Rod's like, I'm really feeling that plant. You need anything from Lowe's? I go, no, I'm good. He's like, I got you. Next day I come in, my entire office is a greenhouse. I'm like, Rod? He's like, shh, feel that chi. Dude, my keyboard is growing sprouts.
Do it right for less. Start with Lowe's and vote for tonight's winner at NBCSports.com.
This is Football Night in America, served by Applebee's.
Set to go in Atlanta with the Falcons and the Eagles, and time for some picks here. How about the Sunday Night 7? NBC Sports Predictor app, $2 million in cash prizes all season long, $100,000 each week. And last week, 3 fans tied for first, won over 20 grand. About a third of those who played won money. So here's your shot. We've got questions. Our team has answers. Chris Sims, how many receiving yards for Julio Jones tonight?
I think Julio Jones goes somewhere between 100 and 124 yards. Bad week last week for that Falcons offense. Home opener. I think they got to focus on getting him the ball.
All right, Alshon Jeffrey on the other side is going to try to put up some numbers for Philadelphia. The difference is there's not one guy to key on. So, Rodney, which Eagle player do you think will have the most receiving yards tonight?
I'm going to go with Zach Ertz. Deshaun Jackson will get a lot of attention. This is Carson Wentz's favorite target. I think he's going to have a big night tonight.
All right, make your picks. Just download the NBC Sports Predictor app. On our way to Sunday Night Football, more highlights, including Chicago and Denver. What a game. This is Vic Fangio, Bears defensive coordinator last year against Matt Nagy, who used to work for. Under a minute left. Bears by 7. Joe Flacco to Emmanuel Sanders in the back of the end zone, both toes down. It's a 1-point game. Sensational catch here by Sanders. They go for 2 and delay of game. So another team going for the 2 and the win, but now it's delay of game. So they're just going to try to kick it and tie it. But there's a problem here. They miss it. However, Buster's screen was offside.
Can't be offside.
So we're going back to the 1. We're going to go back for 2 and the win. Fangio dice rolling here. How about Sanders? Got it. Back from the Achilles injury last year. What a story. Looks like the Broncos are going to get win 1. But wait, there's 31 seconds left. Now there's 9. And here's Trubisky with 1 timeout left. Middle of the field is open. Allen Robinson, go down quick. Call timeout. There's a chip, but a Bears kicker. Come on. 51 yards with all their kicking problems last year.
I believe in Eddie.
Eddie Pinheiro, Eddie Money appropriately on this weekend.
Altitude helps too.
Yeah, from 51 yards, parade down Michigan Avenue tomorrow at noon Chicago time. Bears win, Broncos 0-2. This is the last game on a dirt baseball infield.
I played on that crap before, Mike.
Maybe the last time ever in Oakland. It's Kansas City in Oakland. Well, if we're going to play a last game on a baseball field, how about we have a home run hitter?
Yep, and go in motion, cause the defense to adjust. Someone misses an assignment, blown coverage. This is what Kansas City does so well.
They're unreal, Mike. Yeah. I mean, Kansas City stall out in the whole first quarter. I've never seen a team that can just change the field and throw bombs all over the place. Mahomes got hot. McCole Hardman fills in for Tyreek Hill. No problem.
That's right. You know, we got the son of a pitcher, so we got a home run hitter on this baseball field. Travis Kelce going to catch 127 yards out. This was all in the second quarter.
And everything that you're talking about, Mike, those guys are right there as defenders. It's just he's putting them in perfect positions.
And less than a minute later, Mahomes' 4th touchdown of the quarter.
And he's got some playmakers, too. These guys are making catches.
That's Robinson. He had 2. He had 278 and 4 touchdowns in that first half there. Mahomes and the Chiefs rolling as they hand the Raiders their first loss. Seattle and Pittsburgh, the story here will be Ben Roethlisberger, MRI tomorrow. He comes up with this elbow injury on the throwing arm in the first half. Does not come out for the second half. So the pick from Oklahoma State last year, Mason Rudolph, comes in. And in the fourth quarter, down 8, brings him in the field. Nice play here to Vance McDonald.
Yeah, nice play design, good patience. He saw it was going to open up. He just bought a little time and threw a sidearm pass to Vance McDonald.
2-point conversion failed. 2-point lead. Here's Russell Wilson rolling and finding Tyler Lockett. Incomplete, but hang on here. Pete Carroll's going to challenge for pass interference.
Yeah, and is this clear and obvious? Yes, there's some contact. It doesn't get called on the field. Got reversed.
Do you agree with it or not?
No, I don't think so.
Well, it was called, and Wilson took advantage. DK Metcalf, the rookie, 28 yards. Seattle is up 9. They're looking control of the game, but Chris Carson with the fumble here. Devin Bush, the rookie, picks it up. And the Steelers have a chance here. There is a fumble towards the end, but he fumbled it and it was recovered out of bounds by Seattle. So it's Pittsburgh ball. Rudolph, McDonald again. 2-point game after the Steelers go and get 2. So now 4th and 1 here. Carroll and Wilson want to ice the game, and they do with Carson. Seattle wins. Happy 68th birthday, Pete Carroll. We should all be that happy at 68. This Big Ben injury is a pretty big deal, don't you think?
Yes, it is. And what Pittsburgh's going to have to do now is go back to the formula of playing defense and running the football.
The problem is defensively they're doing too much. All these different blitzes, leaving up so many different open gaps. I don't like what they're doing defensively. It seems like it's too complicated, Chris. I would expect them to simplify the defense and allow these guys to play.
And get back to running running the football again. You know, there's no Antonio Brown there. The offense has really been stuttering. It hasn't looked good.
They're 0-2. They go to 2-0 San Francisco. Very quiet out of the Pittsburgh locker room regarding that Roethlisberger injury, the MRI, and we await news tomorrow. We await the Falcons and the Eagles coming up for you here on NBC on Sunday Night Football.
The new sporty GLC.
Come on, it's so late. Okay.
It fights traffic.
I told you. Oh, the spot.
Well, no. It fights tension.
It's that one. I don't know. Prepare to turn right.
It fights confusion.
Did you take my phone?
Passenger light on. It even fights fighting. Innovation that keeps people together. The 2020 GLC. Mercedes-Benz. The best or nothing.
Corona Hotline. Hey, Coach, what's up? I appreciate the offer, but I like it on the beach, not getting hit and all. Oh, there's perks. Sorry, Coach, we're not hiring.
Call now to find your game day beach.
Introducing Color Snap Color ID from Sherwin-Williams. Color palettes curated just for you.
Yes.
Hey, Sean. Hey, Dan.
My body is truly powerful.
I have the power to lower my blood sugar and A1C.
Because I can still make my own insulin. And Trulicity activates my body to release it, like it's supposed to. Trulicity is for people with type 2 diabetes. It's not insulin. I take it once a week. It starts acting in my body from the first dose.
Trulicity isn't for people with type 1 diabetes or diabetic ketoacidosis. Don't take Trulicity if you're allergic to it, you or your family have medullary thyroid cancer, or have multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2. Stop Trulicity and call your doctor right away if you have an allergic reaction, a lump or swelling in your neck, or severe stomach pain. Serious side effects may include pancreatitis. Taking Trulicity with a sulfonylurea or insulin increases low blood sugar risk. Side effects include nausea, diarrhea, vomiting, belly pain, and decreased appetite, which lead to dehydration and may worsen kidney problems.
I have it within me to lower my A1C.
Ask your doctor about Trulicity.
Their Béarnaise sauce here is the best in town. What do you do for fun?
Not this.
Oh, what am I into? Mostly Progressive's Name Your Price tool. Helps people find coverage options based on their budget. Flo has it, I want it, it's a whole thing. And she's right there.
Yeah, she's my ride. This date's lame. He has pics of you on his phone.
No, they're very tasteful.
TV's longest-running primetime drama returns with an explosive case.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Ian McShane guest stars.
You want this power, don't you?
I don't know what kind of hooks he has. He's not getting away with this.
SVU premieres September 26th on NBC.
Welcome to Hyundai's Sunday Night Kickoff.
I'm Dr. Heather Husan, the director of the Cornell Raptor program here at Cornell University. I've been studying raptors for the past quarter century. Raptors are our lives. And when it comes to Eagles and Falcons, you're talking about two different families and two amazing raptors. Routinely in our program, we have debates between students about topics like this. Battle of the birds, per se.
It's not a fair comparison. The Eagles are just so much bigger and stronger than the Falcons. It's not a fair fight.
Not true. Falcons are so much faster than Eagles. The Eagle can't even keep up. It's not even in the same league.
What? Same league? You can't deny the power of an eagle. Your little old bird doesn't stand a chance.
Really? Flying up to speeds of 240 miles an hour? You can't beat what you can't catch.
Come on. You know head-to-head you can't compete.
Falcons also have crazy vision. They can see over 17 football fields away.
Ever heard of the eagle eye? You do not want to mess with that.
Falcons are so cool, they even have a superhero named after them.
The eagle is the emblem of the United States of America. Top that.
As you can see, these debates get very spirited and very heated. But gotta go with the Falcons. In their home habitat, they're just more comfortable. Sorry.
Swoop, snap, throw with that pick. But in this battle of the birds right now, the Eagles are flying high. The Falcons feeling the heat. And on a somewhat steamy 87-degree night in Atlanta, the roof is open. Falcons fans wondering if their championship window is beginning to close. Consider this. Since punching their ticket to Super Bowl 51, Atlanta is just 18-18. They missed the playoffs last year, got off to a miserable start this year. And the pressure is now building. Much of that pressure resides squarely on the shoulders of Matt Ryan. And that's where we begin on the field, presented by Hyundai. The former league MVP earned the nickname Matty Ice as a high school star in Philadelphia, but he has struggled against his hometown team. Ryan's lost 3 straight against the Eagles, but Mike, those all took place in Philly.
Carson Wentz there for some of them. He's back. He's healthy. Got that contract. The ACL and LCL knee injuries in 2017. The back injury in 2018. He was terrific on 3rd down and under pressure in week 1. Watch him in week 2. That's what the Falcons defense will be doing, Rodney, including Deion Jones.
Yeah, he's back. He's healthy. He's the leader on that defense. He's a fast, undersized linebacker. And the one thing the Eagles do when they play him, they run directly at him to try to neutralize a lot of his speed and quickness.
Fletcher Cox on the defensive side for Philadelphia, Chris.
Fletcher Cox, as dominant as an interior defensive tackle as you'll find in football. In fact, he might be my first guy, not named Aaron Donald, I'd want to start my defense with. With the issues the Atlanta Falcons are having with their offensive line, watch out for Fletcher Cox to dominate tonight, Coach.
Yeah, Fletcher and that D-line are going to be a handful for the Falcons, but what they have to do is take some of the pressure off that offensive line by running the football. Devontae Freeman, this was their Super Bowl formula. They've got to get him going early in the game, I believe, Mike.
Stars on the field, 17.5 minutes till Sunday Night Football on NBC. But the show of record on Sunday continues with more highlights. Dallas and Washington. Dak Prescott, huge week 1. Adrian Peterson, inactive week 1. Back on the field, back in the end zone for the 107th time, passing the great Syracuse's Jim Brown, 5th on the all-time list.
Might have been a good idea to have him active today.
I know, right?
get him active and going this week. He played well last year. See how long he can go. Let's get back to Prescott for a minute, though. He goes deep, and he was super effective. The ex-Jet Devin Smith.
I just love this new look offense because Dak seems so comfortable in it. He's throwing the ball down the field, playing with a lot of confidence, Mike.
And Prescott's going to keep this element of the game very big, 42 on this one.
Yeah, this is the thing that really makes him dangerous. He's such a big guy. He's athletic. We know he can throw the ball down the field, but when he's running, he's helping that offense out.
He doesn't need to carry the load, but big catches. That's 2 games, 2 touchdowns. I'll give it to you again. Dun, 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 dun. Jason Witten in the end zone. Dallas up 14-7. Going to keep it going. Amari Cooper.
How accurate these balls have been, though. He's putting them right on the money.
He's been a good Cowboy. 11 games, 8 touchdowns. 4th quarter, Washington tries to get back in it. Case Keenum's pass incomplete. Dallas has the complimentary defense. They shut them down on 3rd down and 4th down. As Washington at home struggled, and when you want to close it, you got Zeke. 111 rushing yards. Cowboys offense flexing that muscle. They're 2-0 for the first time since 2015. They win by 10. Looking forward to this one at Lambeau in the early window today. Minnesota and Green Bay, 4th play of the game. Aaron Rodgers to Jamal Williams.
Nice screen pass, and Green Bay had it going early in the game, including the leap.
15-yard score there. Next Packer possession, Geronimo Allison, touchdown.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers is not putting up big numbers, but he's trusting his defense, and he's trusting those young guys.
Speaking of trust, how about the speed? Dalvin Cook looks like he's back and healthy.
Yeah, and that's the thing that I don't understand why Kirk Cousins is struggling. Last year, he didn't have a run game. Now he has a run game, and he's still struggling.
He had 154 yards. We keep talking about the reviews that are going on in the league with pass interference in the mix. This looks like a Stephon Diggs touchdown. They weren't clear why they were looking at it, but we've been talking about this, Tony, offensive pass interference.
And in slow motion, this may look like something, but really, Cook is just trying to release and get off the line of scrimmage. They called this back for offensive pass interference.
And was being held when he made the contact with the defender. Mike Zimmer got an explanation. A lot of coaches are getting that, but they're not getting the answers they want. But Minnesota picked it up. This looked like a pick, and it ends up in the hands of Diggs. It's 21-16. There was a penalty there on Diggs.
You got to keep your helmet on.
Well, it forced a 48-yard extra point that they missed. 4th quarter, Vikings still down 5. Cousins looking for Diggs in the end zone again. Kevin King the pick.
And this is just terrible. On 1st down, Kirk, you can't throw that ball anywhere where it can be intercepted. You got to throw it away and take 3 more shots.
Kurt looks like he's a rookie, Mike. He's not playing like a veteran.
Matt LaFleur, first-year head coach, 2-0. First guy to do that for Green Bay since Vince Lombardi in 1959. Okay, these pass interference calls, Mike Florio, this is becoming the big topic of conversation after this day in the NFL.
Well, and anytime they change the rules, what do we hear? We hear about unintended consequences, and nobody was expecting offensive pass interference for downfield blocking when that rule was changed after the NFC Championship game. But that's what we saw today, and here's why. There's no subjectivity involved. There's no judgment involved. If there is a block thrown by an offensive player, it's clear and obvious by definition. It's down the field. When the pass is thrown and there's some pushing and shoving by the receiver and the defensive back, that's when it becomes a classic judgment call. So the bar for that seems to be a lot higher, guys.
Tony's one of the most patient people I know. I sit next to you in our screening room, and you're getting frustrated with these calls.
I really am. It started last week. We saw one in the Tampa game that looked to me like it was obvious pass interference. It wasn't overturned. Now, this week, we see some that are a little bit closer. They do get overturned. We saw Antonio Brown with 2 hands in the back that didn't get overturned. If I'm a coach, I don't know what to challenge now. I don't want to waste timeouts, but I don't want to give up big plays either. I just don't. I thought this was going to be a disaster when it started, and I believe it is.
The offensive part is not what this was put in for, and that's becoming the story. Last highlight, the rematch of the NFC Championship game. The Rams and the Saints. Yes, he is.
I've been around more patient than him.
All right, here comes Aaron Donald. This is a big play. Who knows how big it's going to be in the league this season. Forget the result. Watch the hand of Drew Brees. The thumb hits Aaron Donald's right hand. Drew Brees tried to pick up a football right away.
Couldn't even pick it up.
That tells you a lot, guys. There's going to be more on that the next few days. Brees didn't come back. It was Teddy Bridgewater the rest of the way. Field goals early in this one. There is a big play here. Goff is hit. Cameron
Here we
Jordan's
go
got
again, Saints fans. This should be a touchdown for the Saints. Big play. Obvious fumble. It was called incomplete pass. They bring it back.
They blew it dead.
Blew it dead.
It's Saints ball, but they blew it dead. You can't blow it dead in that situation.
This referees are taught to let this go, sort it out in replay. Sean, I don't blame you. I'd be upset also.
And, of course, it happens to the Saints. And the league is just in a spot with the Saints. Can't get it. It wiped out an 87-yard touchdown. Their offense couldn't get going. The Rams did in the third quarter. Todd Gurley from 4 yards out. That play and that call shouldn't take away from the way the Rams played in the second half. They got their offense going and win 27-9. But those New Orleans fans are very frustrated by the last couple of weeks and, of course, last season.
The Drew Brees injury. Aaron Donald didn't get single block very often. He did on that one particular pass, and that we just don't know what's going to happen with Drew Brees and the thumb. But it didn't look good.
And Sean Payton's after the game comments was there'll be an update when we have it, when the time is right. No time right for the Saints to not play without Drew Brees. Getting set for Sunday Night Football. We are 11.5 minutes away from Matty Ice feeling that pressure. They can't go 0-2 with a loss at home. This is a tough ask. You got to be Carson Wentz and the Eagles. That second half offense looked great because Deshaun Jackson had 2 of those 50-yard plus TDs, and he is ready to go. You're right. Well, Julio Jones knows there's another good receiver in our building. I'm going to try to match it. Sunday Night Football coming up.
Each charted course, each careful step along the byway. Much more than this. I did it my way.
The most awarded network gives you more. Like one of our latest phones for free when you switch to unlimited. That's Verizon.
No matter how you family, it's better. In the first ever Hyundai Palisade. From the brand with more 2019 IIHS Top Safety Awards than Honda, Subaru, or Toyota.
This is the home of Packers pride. 100 years strong.
This is where we show our colors.
This is where we feel the roar.
This is where we kick off every game.
This is our house, and we're here to help you do it right.
Get Valspar Ultra now starting at $24.98. Do it right for less. Start with Lowe's.
I mean, if you haven't thought about switching to Geico, frankly, you're missing out. The mobile app makes it easy to manage your policy, even way out here.
Your marshmallows.
Get digital ID cards, emergency roadside service, even Fido. Whoa. Oops. That cheeky little thing got away from me. My bad.
Geico. It's easy to manage your policy whenever, wherever.
Can I trouble you for another marshmallow?
We started Untuck-It to help guys look sharp and feel casual. Because traditional shirts just weren't meant to be worn untucked. Untuck-It shirts fall at the perfect length and are designed for guys of all shapes and all sizes. So now everyone can experience the perfect fit of an Untuck-It shirt.
At least somebody made the right call.
How do I look? I love being part of this team. And I love pizza my whole life. That's why I open stores and join the board. Better ingredients, better pizza, better day.
No matter who you're with or where you go, it's always better knowing you can get just about anywhere. Introducing the first ever Hyundai Palisade with available H-Track all-wheel drive.
Sunday night 7 on the NBC Sports Predictor app. It's free and easy to play. Just answer 7 simple questions about what will happen in Sunday Night Football. $2 million guaranteed and cash prizes will be awarded this season. Download the NBC Sports Predictor app or go to NBCSports.com/predictor now to get in on the excitement with Sunday Night 7.
Hopes of the Philadelphia Eagles this year, in large part, keep number 11 healthy. Carson Wentz getting set to take on Matt Ryan. Sunday Night Football, 7 minutes, 50 seconds away. But as always, before kickoff, we wrap up Sunday with the best of week 2, which is brought to you by Verizon. With 5G powerful enough for the NFL, imagine what it can do for you. Tony and Rodney, here we go. Antonio Brown, game 1 as a Patriot, 4 catches, 3 on the first drive.
Yeah, and they got him going early, and I think this chemistry between he and Brady will just get better as the season goes on.
Pats won 43-0 in cruise control. The Dolphins have lost 102-10 in the first 2 games. Cowboys offense, Rodney, looking great.
Man, Dak Prescott has just looked so comfortable in the pocket, pushing the ball down the field, and that's against Josh Norman, a former All-Pro.
He said anybody could do that.
Yeah,
right?
He went right at him.
7 touchdowns in 2 games for Dak. Lions get a win. They are undefeated, 1-0 fourth quarter. That Stafford rocket, Kenny Golladay in the end zone.
And this
Chargers
is what Matthew does. He brings them back late.
A lot of weapons.
Chargers had several opportunities. Missed kicks and penalties hurt them on this day. Buffalo, champions of MetLife Stadium. They're 2-0. Josh Allen.
Love him. Great quarterback design.
He's running and very effective. Jacksonville at Houston, wild ending here. Gardner Minshew the second, getting his first start. Touchdown there to DJ Chark. 30 seconds left. Doug Marrone goes for 2.
Yeah, and I actually like his mentality. Go for 2. He gave it to Leonard Fournette, trusted him to get in there.
I hated it. I didn't like it at all.
Well, they didn't like the result. There wasn't a look straight down the front of the plane to the goal line. 1 from each side. Ruled no touchdown, no 2-point conversion, and a victory for Houston at home. Arizona, Baltimore, Lamar Jackson on 5.
Fake screen, draw the defense, and hit his tight ends, which are his favorite targets.
Baltimore 2-0, heading to Kansas City next week. Lamar against Mahomes. Hello. San Francisco at Cincinnati. Jimmy G, 297-3.
Yeah, Jimmy stayed healthy. They've got a great defense that they're putting together there and some explosive big plays on offense.
Last time the Niners were 2-0, 2012. You know where they went that year? Super Bowl. Minnesota at Green Bay, 10 days after the win in Chicago. Aaron Rodgers got off to a hot start.
And, you know, Aaron, we all the talk about, does he like the offense or not? Looked pretty good in the offense today.
Yeah, 21 early, they go on to win. Ben Roethlisberger hurt as the headline of Seattle and Pittsburgh, but Russell Wilson and DK Metcalf is a big combination for the Seahawks, who also moved to 2-0. Steelers 0-2, second time in Mike Tomlin's tenure. Wild finish here, Chicago and Denver. Bears down 1 late here, Rodney.
Mike, I told you a couple weeks ago, they trust Trubisky in the critical moments. He gives them opportunity, and my boy right here, Eddie Pinheiro.
Eddie Pinheiro from 53 in the final second.
See you, Eddie.
As the Bears win, saving them from an 0-2 start. I mentioned Mahomes earlier, 443 yards and 4 touchdowns.
Yeah, and this was just a second quarter explosion. We're sitting in the viewing room saying, the Raiders are doing a pretty good job on them, and all of a sudden it's 28 points just like that.
Yeah, team in the AFC Championship game lost to New England on a roll. They picked up where they left off. So too did LA. Big story here, though. Drew Brees, the thumb injury as he hits Aaron Donald's hand. We'll watch to see what the stories are over the next few hours. Meantime, Todd Gurley.
I love the way they're utilizing Todd Gurley. They're not overusing him. They're saving him. There's no need. Who cares about the numbers, Mike? Save Todd Gurley for later in the season.
That's the best of week 2. Headlines from the week. You have 2 more Super Bowl quarterbacks in Ben and Brees. Roethlisberger and Drew Brees both injured. Keep an eye on that. Nick Foles, who took the Eagles to the Super Bowl, hurt week 1. That always is when the league shifts. You can never forecast these things. All right, let's look to tonight and Sunday Night Football. We have Atlanta taking on Philadelphia. What is important for this Atlanta team that, as I said, 0-1, it feels like this is a must-win kind of game? Mike,
Atlanta's a very streaky team, so they need to play with a lot of energy, a lot of motion, a lot of passion. And that's what they didn't do last week. Atlanta, they're at their very best when they're playing physical, when they're flying around. That's what I expect for them tonight if they want to win.
And you know what I'm going to look at tonight? Those offensive lines of both teams. I think the receiving cores on both sides have big advantages over the corners. Yep. But which team can protect their quarterback the best and get those passes off?
And Atlanta has a big injury, losing their first-round pick, the offensive guard Lindstrom, on the front line for the injury going into this game. Let's take a look at tonight's winners. Brought to you by Lowe's and Liam McHugh. Will start us with the picks.
Mike, we'll start with America's pick. America weighed in. They are taking the Philadelphia Eagles, and I am agreeing with America. I'm going with the Eagles as well. Chris Sims, who you got?
I'm going Eagles here. I think that we will get a desperation effort from the Atlanta Falcons, but I just worry about that Falcons O-line. Eagles 27-24.
Yeah, Eagles are my NFC Super Bowl pick, and I think that Carson Wentz could be the NFL MVP if he stays healthy, guys. I got the Eagles, too.
Look, it's one game at a time, so I'm not going to look at the records now, but you can. What a reason. Falcons. I like Atlanta to win tonight.
You like Atlanta?
I like Atlanta to win.
All right,
yes.
We're going to catch you tonight because I'm going with the Eagles. I think that pass rush is going to be the difference.
I hope nobody messes up my house. So I'm like you, Mike. I picked Philly to go to the Super Bowl. I'm picking the Eagles tonight to win.
Oh, so you're all on the Eagles.
I got cameras at my house, though. You mess with my house.
Those are tonight's winners, brought to you by Lowe's. We have cameras here, too.
Look, I can put that right here, Mike.
Thank you very much. As you do that, I'm going to tell you that all teams
I'm glad
are
your
set
family's at the game, but not at the house.
in Atlanta.
I got security, coach.
Eagles trying to get to 2-0. Falcons look to avoid going 0-2. Best in the business, Al, Chris, and Michelle are going to get us going. We'll see you at halftime. Enjoy Sunday Night Football on NBC.
This has been Hyundai's Sunday Night Kickoff. Spanish audio provided by Telemundo Deportes.
Why bother mastering something? Why test a hybrid engine for over 6 million miles? Why hand-tune an audio system? Why include the most advanced active safety system in its class, Standard? Because when you want to create an entirely new feeling, the difference between excellence and mastery